Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Time Traveler's Handbook. Today we are talking about Doctor Who Season 10, Episode 12, titled The Doctor Falls. Spoilers ahead. In this episode, the Doctor fights an army of Cybermen led by two different incarnations of the Master. This episode doesn't have a whole lot of new stuff to say that I didn't say about it in the previous episode, talking about time dilation and how it has an effect on the storytelling that you can have in that kind of space and universe where this exists. However, in this episode, we see a kind of abnormal effect that I wanted to discuss just briefly. Previously, time dilation was played to the effect of going away from the high gravitational area. So, the person going away from it experiences time much more slowly than the person going towards it. In this episode, the Doctor is attempting to return to the bridge where his TARDIS is, but has to go inward towards the high gravitational area. This means that as he travels closer to the black hole, he experiences time more quickly than the previous miles of the ship that he has traversed. This also means that the enemy that is pursuing him is able to spend more time strategizing and upgrading to be able to defeat their enemies more quickly. This is the most interesting thing about this episode, is that in this kind of pursuit, where both parties are going towards a higher gravitational area, the loser of the race always has some sort of an advantage because they have more time to pursue you. And so if they are faster than you naturally, they will always have the higher ground. The only way around this is if you are able to make it to safety before they catch up to you. But the chances of this happening are very slim because of that time advantage that they have, which is why the Doctor has to stand his ground and fight against the Cybermen midway through the pursuit on the ship. Again, they use time dilation cleverly to make a normal sort of chase sequence into kind of an impossibility to escape because of a natural consequence of the universe that they are in. And I think when you test the limits of your time and space mechanics in a universe and stretch it to the very thin end of the wedge, that you have interesting outcomes that can happen. When you're operating within the means of normal time travel mechanics in a story, that can be interesting, but extending it to its limits is going to bring out more interesting consequences more often. That's it for this episode and for Season 10 and for the 12th Doctor episodes. Next time we will be picking up on the 13th Doctor in Season 11 and the interesting things related to time travel that are going on in the 13th Doctor seasons. As always, thank you for listening.